Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back with me Abil in Abil channel. And in this video, I wanna make tutorial how to make dynamic routing in FNG. Because last time I already make video about how to make static route, and now I'm gonna make how to make the dynamic route. Okay, first in here I already have the IP address to open the FNG. Then we're gonna input the IP address 1994 94. Okay, we already go in FNG page, put the username and password. Okay, and we're gonna make new lab that is dynamic routing. Yeah, but actually dynamic routing, there is so many way to make to make dynamic routing, like with OSPF, RIP, and others. But in this video, I wanna give you the tutorial how to make dynamic routing with OSPF. Okay, in this tutorial, I wanna use maybe 3 router. We're gonna add the router first. Okay, and then router 2, and then router 3. And next, I'm gonna add 2 virtual PC. This virtual PC 1 and then virtual PC 2. Okay, and then we're gonna make the simple topology like the PC1 connect to router 1 using Ether 2, and then the PC2 connect to router 3 using Ether 2, same. And then the router 1 connect to router 2 with Ether 1, and then the router 2 connect to router 3 using Ether 3. Okay, this is the simple topology of dynamic routing. And because in this video I'm gonna explain how to use dynamic routing with OSPF. I will explain first how the OSPF works. So OSPF work with area or grouping system like this. I'm gonna make custom shape first, and then this, maybe this on just red, then like this. Yeah, like this. So if in static route we must add the route one by one in each router, but in dynamic route with OSPF you only need to setting the OSPF in every router, and the OSPF work in grouping system or with area like this. If the router in the same area and in the same area, we only need to setting the OSPF, and the router will give the information of the IP network that the router have, like this. If the router 1, router 2, and router 3 in the same area like this, example this the square is area, and after that we setting the OSPF, then the router will give the information of IP address that they have. Example, router 1 have the IP network of PC1 and Ether 1 that connect to router 2, and same the router 2 will give the information of IP network that connect that they have the like the network that connect to router 1 and connect router 3. Okay, like that. Okay, the first we're gonna start the router and the PC. Wait, gonna turn on first the PC and the router. Okay, After that, we must setting IP address first. Then use it for communication. Wait. Okay, still loading. Loading. Okay, wait guys. Okay. First we're gonna setting the IP address in router 1. We're gonna setting IP address for Ether 2 that connect to PC1 and the Ether 1 that connect to router 2. Okay, first I'm gonna setting for IP address that connect to for Ether 2 that connect to PC1. First is IP address at address. I'm gonna use 192.168.1.1 and the prefix is 24 and the interface gonna setting ether 2 and next gonna make IP address for ether 1 to router 2. Same, the command is same like the last command. Just click up arrow and then change the ether to ether 1 because the router 1 connect to router 2 with ether 1 and then change the IP address sample 10.10.10.1 slash 30. Okay, done. And then we're gonna setting in the router 2 same like in the router 1 the command IP address at address and we're gonna make the IP address of ether 1 that connect to router 1 and ether 3 that connect to router 3. So we're gonna make two IP address. The first is because the router 1 have the IP address 10.10.10.1 that connect to router 2. So we're gonna make 10.10.10.2 that connect to router 1 and the prefix is same, interface is also same. And for the ether 3 that connect to router 3, we're gonna make IP address like this. The prefix I'm gonna use the same prefix because there are only two router that use the IP in this net in the prefix and in prefix 30 because in prefix 30 as I said in tutorial how to make static routing the prefix 30 only have two hosts and because in here there are only two router that use IP host in this network so it can be used and the IP maybe same 10.10.20.1. Okay, and then in router 3 same like in the router 1 and router 2 gonna make IP address that first I'm gonna make IP address that connect to router 2 that is 10.10.20.2 and the prefix is 30 and the ether is ether 3 and we're gonna make IP address that for ether 2 that connect to PC2 IP address at address sample 192.168.2.1 slash 24 and the interface is ether 2. Okay, we already done to add IP address in router and then next in PC I'm gonna setting in PC the IP like this 192.168.1.2 prefix same like in the router and then the gateway is 192.168.1.1. This IP is the IP of ether 2 that connect to PC1. Yeah, this is the gateway that can So if the PC want to ping, you're gonna choose the way from the Ether 2 because that's only one way, and the gateway is this IP of the Ether 2 IP of router 1. And then next, I'm gonna add in PC2, same like PC1, 192.168. Because in router 3 use point 2, in PC2 gonna use point 2 also, and the host is 2. And then the gateway is same like in PC1. The gateway is the IP address of Ether 2 router 3. That okay, 192.168.2.1. Okay. Okay, we already done to add IP address, and the next we're gonna setting on the OSPF because when in static root we're gonna make the root manually like this IP root print at destination address. Not like that. In the command is routing OSPF. The first gonna set the router ID. Sample the router 1 have ID 1.1.1.1 and the router 2 have ID 2.2.2.2. Yeah. Okay, routing OSPF instance set default router ID because this router 1 gonna set the ID is 1.1.1.1. Okay, and in router 2 same routing OSPF instance set default router ID 2.2.2.2, and in router 3 gonna set the router ID is set default router ID 3.3.3.3. Okay, the next and the next we're gonna add interface that will be the interface that connected that used in the router. Example, in router 1 we only use Ether 1 and Ether 2, and we're gonna add it in OSPF area like this. Routing OSPF interface, add interface, because in router 1 only Ether 1 and Ether 2, we're gonna add Ether 1 and then Ether 2. Okay, we move to the router 2, same like in the router 1. Routing OSPF interface, add interface. In router 2 only use Ether 1 and Ether 3. Now add Ether 1 and Ether 3. The last is router 3 routing OSPF interface, add interface Ether 3 and Ether 2, 3 and Ether 2. And the last we're gonna add the network that the router have to the OSPF area. So the other router can know, oh, router 1 have this network, this IP network, and it can get the information. So you're gonna make the route automatically. We're gonna setting in router 1, routing OSPF network, add network. The network in router, you're gonna see the IP address. This is the first IP address and this is the second IP address that the router 1 have. So we're gonna input the network of this IP, the IP network of this IP. So 192.168.1.0 and /24, and the area is backbone. Backbone is the default area that if you wanna make OSPF make dynamic routing with OSPF, the area backbone must you must add area backbone, or there at least there are router that in area backbone. Okay, and then gonna setting again the network of this IP, that is 10.10.10.0 and /30, and the RxM backbone. Okay, done. And next we're gonna add the network in router 2, routing OSPF network, add network. The IP address is only 1.10.10.10.2 and 10.10.20.1. So the network is 10.10.10.0/30 area backbone. And then we're gonna add again. Only change to 20, and then enter. And the last in router 3, routing OSPF network, add network. The IP that router 3 have is only this and this. So we're gonna input the IP network 10.10.20/30, and the area same backbone. And then the last network 192.168.2.0/24. Okay, and then done. Yeah, we already make the dynamic routings. And the last we're gonna check the IP route. IP route print. Look, there is IP route that have status ADO. Name is active dynamic OSPF. So if there is route that have this status, so the OSPF is work. And the last we gonna test ping from PC1 to PC2. Ping input the IP of PC2. This 0.2.2. Oh, if there is already the root but you cannot ping, so there is if the comment is not bug, there is comment wrong, or the router is bug like this. We're gonna check first IP route print. Oh, the router 3 that cannot connect. There is no the root from OSPF. So the meaning is the router 3 is bug. Wait, I'm gonna fix first. Okay guys, I'm back again. So the router is bug. The router from FNG is bug. Actually, if the router is not bug, it can ping from PC1 to PC2. But because the router is bug, we cannot do that. Yeah, okay, maybe that's all for this video. I do apologize for the mistake in this video, and the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.